नमस्कार मंडळी, MyMarathi.co.uk च्या माय टॉक सीझन 2 एपिसोड 7 मध्ये तुमचे सर्वांचे हार्दिक स्वागत. दिस एपिसोड इज ब्रॉट टू यू बाय फ्युचर ब्रिक्स, अ प्रॉपर्टी इन्व्हेस्टमेंट प्लॅटफॉर्म इन UK. आज आपल्यासोबत गेस्ट म्हणून आहे डॉक्टर वैभव देशपांडे. नमस्कार वैभव.
धन्यवाद.
डॉक्टर वैभव देशपांडे has done emergency medicine. He specializes in that and he is coming out with a big project regarding which we will talk in this episode now. So Dr. Vaibhav is coming here from a small town called Loni. There he had done medical degree, that's MBBS, from Praura Medical College. From there he went to Dinanath Mangeshkar Hospital, Pune, and from there he came to UK. So we would like to ask him about his journey from a small town to UK and how was it?
Yes, so it was very interesting. So basically I was born and brought up in Nasik first. Okay. Then I was raised at a place called Nifad Sugar Factory. So I was there till my 12th standard. It seemed like GCSE here. And after that I went to the medical school at Praura Rural Medical College, Loni. I finished my MBBS from Rural Medical College. Okay. Then I was working at Mangeshkar Hospital. Dinanath Mangeshkar Hospital, Pune, where I applied for my exams and then I got a scholarship from Royal College of Emergency Medicine.
So this emergency, sorry to interrupt, this emergency medicine, how did you get interested in the emergency medicine apart from so many medical fields and subjects?
So there are a lot of factors were there. So the most important factors were while I was working in Rural Medical College Loni, so we have been put into different posts. Okay. We call that PHC, Primary Health Center. Yes, that's right. So in the Primary Health Center, we used to see there were a lot of snake bites, lot of trauma patients, heart attack, poisoning, cardiac arrest. And it was quite interesting to see that to address so at that point your actual medical knowledge come into play. Okay. So where you have to take quick decisions and need to act fast and you need to, so it checks your medical knowledge at that point, that whether are you able to take decisions properly and to help the patients. So it gives me a more direction towards it, that I need to, so I got more interest into medicine at that point. Although initially I was thinking to go in orthopedics, but then I realized like I can...
It's more challenging actually. Is that like that?
So all branches are like challenging, but I think emergency medicine gives me an upper edge because it helps it helps the people on ground zero. Okay. So the time is money, time is gold. So if somebody has a cardiac arrest, then you need to act in first 20 seconds, like first 20 minutes, make sure everything is done, and then you can revive the patient. Yeah. Okay.
So there's emergency medicine from Dinanath Mangeshkar. So you came to UK. Mm-hmm. So where did you do? Was it Liverpool you did your emergency medicine? How was it?
So I was at Praura Hospital, and then from there I went to the Dinanath Mangeshkar Hospital, where my mentor Dr. Prasad Rajam sir, he taught me a lot of things about emergency medicine, and we got to know that there is a need of at the time. And also I got to know more about emergency medicine over there. So there were my other friends, Samruddha, Himani, they told me more about emergency medicine, and then we...
So you got a fellowship or sponsorship to Liverpool?
Yes,
how was it?
So I did my first part of the membership exam back in India, and then the Royal College has sponsored 52 doctors from 12 different countries. So I was one of them. So initially, so I was first year I was at Liverpool. So I did my first as a senior clinical fellow in emergency medicine at Wiston Hospital, Liverpool, and then afterwards I got sponsorship for pediatric emergency medicine at Addenbrooke's Hospital. So I did my further part there in pediatric emergency medicine, which is like dedicated towards the emergency medicine for the children. I was there for 1 year, and then I finished my fellowship in emergency medicine under East of England Deanery, and I'm currently working at Luton Hospital.
So you at Luton Hospital you're working in emergency department?
Yes, I'm currently working in ITU and moving to emergency medicine again.
Okay, that's wonderful, and it's a great journey till now.
Yes.
But now hereafter, you have got a little bit additional thing to tell us.
Yes.
And that's why you are here on the My Talk, I think.
Yes.
So can you please tell us, our viewer, that how did you get this idea, the special idea which you are talking about now? You're going to talk about now. I'm not going to tell you. You tell me about
Yes,
it.
it's very.
So what is it?
So it's a very exciting thing I'm starting up.
Okay.
I started a company called UKLifesaver Ltd. It's a private ambulance company. We'll be
That's
doing.
wonderful. That's good one.
Yeah, so we'll be doing a lot of things. So basically, while I was working in emergency department in different hospitals, I realized that there is a lot of issues going on. First of all, you might be seeing that there is a long wait of to be seen in the emergency department in A&E because the ambulances are waiting to offload the patients. There are no beds in the hospital. The ambulances get queued. Then those patients who are already in a hospital who need to go back to their care home or nursing home, they're waiting for the ambulance. So basically, there is a significant amount of demand for the ambulances in the community.
So what you have said just now, this is a practical approach where you're working in emergency department on your own. You found that these are the things which could be done and which are the lacunae in the system, and that felt that there is an opportunity, and you came up with this idea.
Yes.
So can you just explain in detail about this UK Lifesaver ambulance services?
Right. So UKLifesaver Ltd is a private ambulance company. So we started up last year. So we are currently in a seed phase. So we'll be launching very soon.
Okay.
So basically, there is as I said earlier, there is a significant amount of work is there in a community where we need a lot of ambulances for a lot of reasons. So right from say blue light ambulance, which we already know that if somebody had a cardiac arrest or if they start fitting or if they have trauma, so the ambulance need to reach there within 7 minutes time. But because of the increased workload and less number of ambulances, sometimes it might go up to 1 hour, which was recently published in the BBC as well a couple of days ago. So we know that there is a significant amount of work to be done.
Okay.
So I had two options. Option one is after finishing my fellowship to go for Article 14, then be as a consultant in one particular department and just expand and help in that particular department. But I realized that instead of just doing that, if I start up a service which is in liaison with the NHS 999, so we'll be providing more ambulances to 999, not just an ambulance as a vehicles, but as a whole staffing, so we can take it on a different scale and we can help more people.
So it's a big project actually.
It
It's
is
a big
a
project
mega project,
because it's
yes.
a startup company for you
Yes.
now in the phase 1.
Yes.
And as a big project, you will definitely need some time for that to build up on that one. So at present, you are going to concentrate on emergency services. Apart from emergency blue light services, you are going to help in patient delivery system as well for the various reasons, but that too on the private sector.
Yes.
So it's not going to maybe not a parallel to NHS, but
No,
it might help as
It
in
is
lies.
in liaison with it. It is more like a symbiotic.
Okay, so it will help it.
It will help it. So obviously there are other territories are there like festivals, tournaments, which are private companies are there, but we need to support the ambulances in that region to help them in case, say for example, there is a F1 car racing is going on, so you need a medical backup. If things goes wrong, you need to have as a backup plan. So obviously we're gonna deal with that, but along with that, there are other areas where we can help 999 as well. So we'll be aiming to meet CQC standards, and once we have the CQC standards, we'll be providing the services to NHS.
Okay. So you will be having like a contract or dealing with NHS and other companies and hospitals. Apart from that, if like a private citizen or a person who wants to go private and he wants to register, how would he do that?
Yeah, so there are different options are there. So it will be coming. So they can contact our helpline number and say, for example, if they need an ambulance from XYZ destination to ABC destination, then depending upon what kind of services they want, the quotation will vary. So if it's just a plain transfer, it will be vary. It again depends upon the distance, what kind of services we are providing, depending upon that. So say for example, if somebody need to be repatriated from India to UK, UK, or otherwise if somebody need to repatriate it from UK to say for example, if you're transferring patient from Royal London Hospital to somewhere either in Spain or Greece or in Switzerland, say for as an example, then the quotations will vary. And again, it is a complex thing. So if they are already registered with the insurance companies, so how they gonna
so you will have a different tie-up with insurance companies as well?
Yes, so there will be different types with insurance companies as well as the hospitals. So sometimes the repatriation is being funded by the hospitals. So depending upon their citizenship as well, because as we know now, UK has come out of the
Brexit.
European Union after Brexit. Things have changed. It's good for everyone, and the change is inevitable. So I think there are a lot of things are happening. So say for example, if a European citizen want to come from XYZ country to UK for the medical treatment, and if they need a repatriation, then they need to pay for the particular charges. So that will depend upon which country they are coming from, what facilities they want, what kind of level of care. So there are like level 1, level 2, level 3. That means whether they need
So that will be different tariffs for different jobs like
yes,
that.
Yes. So
but
say
for an
example,
individual, for an individual, suppose in UK, and he wants to avail this service. Does he have to be registered with your company first, or they can just call and ask for this private ambulance and they take the quotation?
Yeah, so they can directly call. So most important thing, the first thing I need to emphasize is we are not replacing 999. We are helping them, because some people have the they were thinking when we are starting something a private which is going to completely replace 999. So it's not like that. We are helping each other. Specifically coming to your question, that if somebody needs to book an ambulance, how they need to proceed. There are two options are there. Option one is they can register with the UKLifesaver Ltd as a customer for 1 year, or there will be different plans. Yes, so there will be different plans. So they can choose different plans.
Absolutely.
And they can take a membership and they can avail. So again, on the membership plan, there will be different certifications were there. So like platinum, gold, silver, and depending upon that, the charges will vary as well. There was another school of thought was to keep it simple, avoid all this, and just they can directly book in and they will get a quotation for their transfer. But if somebody needs on a long-term basis,
apart from long-term basis, I would say that emergency is emergency. It will come suddenly, so you can't register at that time and then get the quotation and then come for the ambulance will come. So I think your option of registration in advance would be better option.
Yeah, register will be advanced as well as it gives them opportunity that they are registered with a company, so they will always they know that we are taken care of.
Okay. And you will be abiding by all CQC standards?
Yes, definitely. We have to. So without having the CQC standards, you cannot go live, and that's not safe for the patient. So most important thing in the health sector as such, doesn't matter whether it's an ambulance service or it's a dialysis service or whether it's a hospital, they have to be CQC compliant, and patient safety is the most important thing.
Absolutely. Because I also work in NHS, so we know that patient comes first. So
patient
always
comes first, everything else
is the
secondary.
next one. So
patient's health is the priority.
Absolutely.
Their safety is our concern.
I'm sure it's a great idea like this, and the concept of getting all people together and with the aim of helping patient, I'm sure you will go places.
Yes.
So today, if you can tell our viewers and the potential investors and all, you wanted to tell about the phase 1 and how, if somebody wants to get involved in the investment part of this, in the initial phase, how would you go? So
we are in a phase 1, round 2. In round 1, we raised through seed enterprise investment scheme. Out of 150, I think we have raised 125 so far, and we are in a liaise with another team for another £25,000. So probably will be fulfilling the whole quota of ACIS by tomorrow. But there is second option is there, what we call as redeemable shares. So this is in round 2 of the redeemable shares. So what it explains is, say for example somebody need to invest XYZ amount. So for this discussion we can put down as £10,000, say for example. If somebody is investing £10,000 in the company as a redeemable share, the clock starts from the day they invest the funds, and yearly they will get what we call as return on their investment. So depending upon the duration, the return on investment varies. So say for example, if somebody is investing £10,000 for the duration of 2 years, they will get a guaranteed return of 12.5% return on their investment. For the 2 to 5 years, it will be 15% return on their investment. And if somebody wanted to do a 5 and above, like 5 to 10 years or 5 to 7 years, we're gonna offer them a very high return of 17%. But if somebody goes on to the high slab of 5 years, it will be locked in because they will not be able to withdraw those because we're offering them a high return. But for the rest of the people, if they want to withdraw early, there is no exit load. So they can give us a notice of 28 days if the amount is less than 10,000, and if the amount is beyond 10,000, they need to give us 2 months of notice in advance that they want to prematurely close.
These details they can discuss. Whoever wants to invest at that time, when according to the slab and the involvement of the
depending upon how much amount.
Absolutely, they can talk to you and your team.
Yes,
I'm sure you have a big team now.
Yes, so we have. So there are a lot of people are there, including IT consultants, anesthetics, paramedics, pharmacists as well. So
big team going into that now.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so apart from this, if somebody wants to donate something in situation like this because of emergency medicine, some would like to do that.
Yes.
So how would you explain that?
Yeah, so we are accepting donations as well. So donations can be given either 2 ways, because we are not charitable trust. We are a private limited company. So they may not get the gift aid benefit from the HMRC. But if their intention is purely to donate the things, we are happily accepting that. So we have different options are there. They can, in fact, they can donate ambulance as well in the memory of their beloved ones. So if they want to do that, we are happy to go ahead with it, and they need to contact us, and then we can put their beloved one's name. So in the memory of their
on the ambulance services.
On the ambulance service as well.
Okay,
on one side we can put their name as well.
That's
Same on the instrument as well. So say for example, if somebody is donating ventilator, then we can put
the recognition will be given.
Recognition will be given, and it will stay there forever.
Okay,
and if they want to donate it, we want that we can give you the details of which instruments or what things we are in need of, and they can directly pay to the company for those particular things, or they can transfer funds to the UKLifesaver Ltd, and we can purchase the equipment, and we'll send you all the invoice that we have utilized these funds for purchasing these equipments. And we'll put their family names and everything on there, and it will also come it will get reflected onto the company website under donation section as well, that who has donated what, if they want. If they want it to stay as anonymous and don't want on the website, then it's again depending upon individual choice.
I think it's various options are available, and it's a really good venture as a startup phase 1. On behalf of My Marathi UK and My Talk, we wish you all the best to you and your team. And definitely once the project starts rolling in a few months, couple of months time or something, definitely we would like to meet you all along with your team.
Yeah, sure.
And just talk to you again.
Yeah, definitely.
So it was excellent talking to you. Thanks a lot. So on behalf of My Talk and My Marathi UK, we would like to just give you a small token of appreciation.
Thank you so much. Thank you.